everybody, we're going to be learning Beethoven Sonatina in F major this time. And F major has one B flat. But before we dig into the piece, we're going to be doing a little listening exercise. So Sonatina form usually has three parts, which is the exposition, and that's like the introduction, and development, it's like the body of a essay, and then the last part is recapitulation. Usually that's when the material from exposition returns. Exposition usually has two themes, and in the recapitulation sometimes both return, or you might have slight variation where only one of the themes return. And in this one there's also Coda, which is a special ending, and see if you can listen to it while I play through it once and mark in all the parts. Let's see, I will take the repeat. That's for the first section, which takes place at the end of measure 18. So grab your score and your pencil and write down the different parts. Exposition is really easy because that's in the very opening. So just mark that in right now, and here we go. After playing through it, I'm realizing this is not an easy piece, by all means. All right, let's see if you were able to mark in the parts correctly. So as mentioned before, the beginning is very easy. The first part is exposition. So measure 1, just write it in. Exposition, writing with my crude finger right now. Okay. And then where does the development start? Development starts right after double bar at measure 19. So I'm just going to abbreviate and write D-E-V. Okay. And I love how this development starts just like the exposition, but it takes you to weird place. It's like, what? We didn't expect that. You're expecting this, right? Just like the opening. Sorry. And then let's take a look where it's a little tricky as to where the return is. And it's actually Beethoven leaves out the first theme when he makes the return. So the recap actually starts after the transitional measures. At measure 51 is where recapitulation starts. So what I'll do is I'll just, at 51, I'll write shorthand recap. Okay. And then to get an idea of, so recap is rather short. The second theme returns here. And that's where it would have ended at the end of Exposition. So this becomes the Coda. So the Coda starts at measure 60. And let's write it in. Coda. Okay. Because Beethoven could have easily ended and skip to the last two measures and go 1, 2, 3. Instead, he has this kind of a meandering. Or I shouldn't call it meandering. Just hanging out in the tonic and the dominant area. So C7, C7 going to 1. And he develops it and then comes for a more kind of a final sounding ending. And 5, 1. So it ends with authentic cadence. All right, so that's usually very typical. Okay, so that's like the roughly the form of this piece. And then let's dig into it. Sorry, my iPad keeps on turning on me. We're gonna take a look at the Exposition right now.